Hello, everyone. Can you all hear me? Give me a number one, please, if you can hear me and see me okay. How is everyone doing? Happy to see you all here. How do you all like this new setup, ladies and gentlemen? Let me know. I know that Yarn Prepper's upset already because there's really nowhere for me to be able to hang up the I always forget the name of those things, that little cloth that she yarn preppered that says Alaska Prepper, but I do have it up there on the shelf. Let's see. How you doing, South Florida DCL? How you doing? Good to see you. I'm getting number ones. Good. I'm glad that I'm coming in all right. Let's see who else. We have Eric T in the house. I see we've got Amanda in the house. How you doing, Amanda? Tammy Blessed is here. Linda Bob, BH, Liberty Bell, Amazing Grandma. Yarn Prepper is in the house. Ann Barry, good to see you. Grint Grace, how are you? Mary Champagne, Troll is here. Hicka Homestead. Evita Cooks is in the house listening as she cleans. And how you doing, JR? Good to see you, my friend. Let's see. Is that Copernicus? Copernicus is in the house as well. Well, I asked you all, how do you like the new setup? But there's really nothing that I could do if you don't like it because it's already done. How you doing, Oops? Good to see you. Nova Scotia, bro. How are you doing? Good to see you. Scott Hummer. Whitehammer is here. Raven and Desert. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a lot to talk about today. We've got a lot of things to talk to you about today. And I put a video out earlier today that you may want to watch, and I'm putting one out later on this evening. There's a lot of news that I'm catching up on that's important news for us to know about. And we're going to talk about some of that stuff today as well. Ken Warland, how are you doing? Tom Larson, 312 Chick, Showtron Munitions is in the house. Kathleen Maddox, how are you doing? Coffee Guys in the house. Don Quest, Jeff Rummel, Deandra Durley. Jan is in the house. How you doing, Jan? Good to see you. Pat Small, 5 Mile, Fatima Enriquez, how you doing? Alaska One, Andy. All right, that reminds me. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be doing some awesome giveaways. And I'm going to tell you what those giveaways are here after we go over the talking points that I wanted to cover today. And most of those giveaways, though, are solar generators, okay? And they're going to be given away to people that live here in and around Fairbanks, or even if you're visiting Fairbanks from the lower 48 and you're going to be here during this weekend, if you just happen to win, I can go ahead and meet you this weekend and give you the solar generator. I don't know how you would get it home because you wouldn't be able to bring it on the plane, and I'm not sure how you'd ship it, but this is for Fairbanks and people that can meet me here in Fairbanks no later than this Sunday. Then Sunday, the 6th of August. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So when I start doing this giveaway, remember, it's only to those of you that live in and around Fairbanks that can actually get here. Even if you live in Anchorage, I don't care. If you can get here by this Sunday, then you can enter to win. And if you win, I will meet you somewhere in Fairbanks to give you that solar generator. And I think we've got 5 of them to give away, and I'm going to show you all of them. So I'm pretty excited for you all because 5 of you are going to win. And I'm not sure how many of you are from Fairbanks on the live stream right now, but you have pretty good odds of winning. So good luck to you all. In addition to that, I'm going to be giving away some silver coins, some Alaska Prepper silver coins, all right? And that will be given away to anyone. Anywhere where you live in the world, I can mail it to you. If you live outside of the borders of the United States, the best I can do is mail it to you with a tracking number, take a picture of it with a stamp on it, and then if it gets to you, it gets to you. I've had some that it got to the people that I mailed them to, and I've had some that it hasn't, all right? Because I do know that some certain countries have certain restrictions on mailing precious metals over their mail. Kevin Grip, how you doing? Member for 30 more. Hey, awesome, Kevin. You're the man. Thank you very much for your support, Kevin. I know you're an OG. You've been here forever. 30 months, Kevin. Isn't that something? That's awesome. Thank you. Pamela Porter, how you doing? CD. D's Crafts. If anyone has any questions about this giveaway, especially if you live in and around Fairbanks, or you can get to Fairbanks, by this Sunday if you win, please ask it, put it all in caps, right? Happy Friday, by the way. I don't think I mentioned that it was Friday, so happy Friday to you all. Okay, let's see. Brandon, thank you, Brandon, for sneaking out to the brew and view. All right, thank you very much, Brandon. I appreciate that. Arkansas is in the house. How you doing, Aaron? Good to see you. Elizabeth Gift, how you doing? Donna Shields, Dumpster Ahoy. Solar Prepper One Off Grid, how you doing? Good to see you. I like that name, Solar Prepper One Off Grid. RG71, how you doing? Utica Prepper, good to see you. Good to see everyone. XNYC Prepper, how are you doing? Scott Hummer. Okay, hello, Scott Hummer, you're saying. Republic 1776, hello. Forest Monster is in the house. Man, we're giving away silver today, ladies and gentlemen, and I have not seen Gray Man in the chats. That is, I hope that he's all right. Horntastic, how you doing, brother? Good to see you. Brenda Hoffer, hello. Disabled and Prepping's in the house. Deandra Durley. Rodney Middleton, thank you very much for joining the Ladies and Gentlemen's Club. Let's see. Gardening Girl, how are you? Good to see you. Look at this. CFP is in the house. CFP, Survival Living. You know I always call you CFP, brother. Good to see you, man. I hope you're doing well down there. And CFP is still in Florida, so I can still get away with calling him CFP. Lorraine Diaz, how are you doing? Good to see you. Margarita Castaneda, how are you doing? It's good to see you today. Thank you for being here, Margarita. The People's Truth, how are you doing? Buenas noches, igualmente, to the People's Truth. Let's see, who else do we have here? If I miss you, ladies and gentlemen, it's because there's a lot of you here, and I can't possibly say hello to every single one. But I'm very happy to see you all, by the way. Jackie Perez, how are you doing? Amateur Radio, how you doing? Happy Friday to you. On vacation, but wanted to catch your stream and possibly some of your AP. So, well, stay tuned, all right? Because we're going to definitely give away some silver coins. I think I'm going to keep it to about 5 or so, all right? Because it takes a lot of work to package those and get on the car and go to the post office and do all this stuff. Because I like to put tracking on them, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the thing. That's why I don't really like to sell them, because to put tracking on one of those little silver coins, where are they? To put tracking on one of these little guys, it's like $6. And that's how much one of those coins cost. So by the time that I put tracking on it, by the time that I spend the money on an envelope, by the time that I do the stickering, I've got probably about 20 minutes, 30 minutes into putting this darn coin in the mail. All right, so there's no way that I'm going to be selling that thing for $15, $20. And then on top of that, I'd have to pay tax on whatever I receive. So I just can't see selling those things. I'd rather give them away. Tonette, how are you doing? Say hello to the hubby. How you doing, Ted? Good to see you. Dingus Chubb, how you doing? Dips on the silver. All right. Diana, happy Friday to you. Russ Reed, how are you doing? Good to see you. Look at this. We have an old timer here. Meaning we have an OG. We have Italian Eddie in the house. How you doing, Italian Eddie? Good to see you. Let me see. Hero Son Unknown. Thank you very much for becoming a member of the Ladies and Gentlemen's Club. Let's see. Let's see. Evita says, the governor of Puerto Rico is telling residents not to worry about rice because their rice comes from China, not India. Oh, my goodness. I would be worried about that just because it came from China. I'm not sure if you've all heard about that plastic rice that was coming out of China. And I mean, I don't know why Puerto Rico's rice would come out of any other country than the U.S. And the U.S. produces a lot of rice. So I don't know why that would be. But you know better than me as far as, you know, that they actually do that. Hey, how you doing, A9? Good to see you. Let's see. Penny Willis, how you doing? Army Vet Trump Girl, how are you doing? Good evening to you. Rakamas is in the house. Diane Roberts. Thank you, Diane. It's good to see you. John Taylor is here, all the way from Arizona. Elaine, how are you doing? Let's see. Bring it down. Well, stay tuned, daughter of the King of Kings. You just may get your first silver coin from this channel here. I love being the first person to give someone a silver coin. Every once in a while, I'm over at the coin shop, and I'll see someone come in, and you can tell that they're either a tourist or that they're not really a stacker, that they don't really collect any kind of silver or know much about it. And usually when I can confirm that by chit-chatting with them, I'll buy them a silver eagle. And whenever I give someone their first silver coin, I usually give them a silver eagle, even though the premiums are ridiculous, because I just think it's a beautiful coin. And I think that if you're going to have your very first silver coin, it should be a silver coin that was minted in your country, right? And it doesn't have to be in the US. If you're from a different country, from that country. I just think that is pretty neat. So if you ever see me at the coin shop, ladies and gentlemen, and I've already have paid this out a couple of times. If you see me at the coin shop here in Alaska, Alaska Rare Coins, all right, and you say hello to me, and you say that you follow me, and I might even ask you to show me your phone to see that if you're subscribed to the channel, I will buy you a silver coin, a 1 ounce silver coin at the coin shop. And I've done that a couple of times already. Well, look at this. Daisy Chick, that's a great question. And if you have an additional $49, go to Costco right now. I think until the 7th or the 8th of August, they have the Furman 8500 tri-fuel. It runs on gasoline or liquid propane or natural gas. It's a huge generator. It's one of the noisy ones, right? But it's at a great deal for 500. It's either 599 or 699. It's one or the other. But either price is a very good price. Even at 699, it's a great price. So if I had $550 budget and I had to add another 149, I think it may be. I think that would be worth it doing it, because the one that I have is that exact same one, and it's never failed me, and it's done a good job every time that I had to use it. So I can only speak for the ones that I own. Let's see. Well, hello, Tanya. Good to see you here. Thank you very much for joining in. Everyone say hello to Tanya. This is her first time here during a live stream. That's awesome. Let's see. New Florida Prepper 1, how you doing? Doc Holiday's in the house. Let's see. Ann Berry, thank you very much, Ann. Thank you, Ann. Thank you very much. That's very generous of you. Thank you. Let's see. Hauntastic, thank you very much for the super sticker. Crystal Carpenter, hello. Hey, there's JT. I was wondering, where's JT at? It probably looks kind of weird, ladies and gentlemen, because I look like I'm looking down, but honestly, I'm looking up. But this is what we're going to go with. And look at this, my favorite taxi driver, Mr. Rex Wilhite, all the way here in Fairbanks. Now, remember, Rex, if you win today, one of the solar generators we're giving away, make sure that you can meet me sometime on Sunday, sometime this Sunday, or even Saturday. We can make an exception and see you then. I hope that you win, man. Good luck to you. It's all going to be random too, ladies and gentlemen. So it's not like I'm giving it away to someone that I know. Alan P, how you doing? You like my Black Panther t-shirt? Okay. How you doing, Susie Rice? Good to see you. Man, this is very good-hearted, but I'm going to say no, okay? And the reason I'm going to say no, Marsoc, and let me read what Marsoc has to say here. That way, if you're not watching, you can actually hear. Can we enter to win and donate it to a food bank in Fairbanks if we are selected? The reason I'm going to say no is because I really want this to go to those of you that live in Fairbanks that are here, right? To actual person that that's going to use it in their home. And although you all know that I love the food bank, and I truly do, I think you all know that if you've been here long enough. I want the food bank is like it's not necessarily a business, but it's run like a business, right? I want it to go to a home. I want it to have a home. You know what I mean? So I hope you understand where I'm coming from. I was actually thinking about talking to Miss Ann about that at the food bank and seeing if that was something that they could find useful over there, because you have to understand that food bank is huge. And even if I gave them my biggest solar generator with the biggest capacity that I have, it's really not going to do very much for them, because they have so much of an energy need in that building. And they actually got an additional building now to provide energy to. Let's see. How you doing, Kidsy? Good to see you. Attagirl Prepping, how you doing? All right, you know what? Let's go ahead and talk about what we're going to talk about here really soon. Sarita Loves Living. And then, how you doing, Sarita? And then we'll go ahead and open it up and we'll do our giveaways, all right? Today we can stay on for as long as you want to, ladies and gentlemen, or as long as my voice will allow me to. Tammy P asks, can we send self-addressed envelopes? Well, it's not that, Tammy. It's that the way that you need to mail those coins, since they have a hard surface, you have to mail them out in non-machinable non-machinable fashion, which means that you either mail them out as a non-machinable envelope and you can't get tracking, or as a non-machinable package and then you can get tracking. Now, I can always take a chance and not put the tracking on there, but it seems that like whenever I don't put a tracking on there, it just doesn't get there, at least for the last few that I've sent out. So I just rather do it, you know. No, I do not. Let me see, Jordan. I do not know the Browns from the Bush people. I do not know them. I have watched their show though. I recently got a $100 gift card for Amazon for my birthday. I got food and water. That is awesome. Now that's a very good thing and wise thing to do with some extra money that you may have. Absolutely. There's nothing wrong with preparedness. Preparedness is just a way that you're going to go ahead and let's put it in financial terms. You just gave that $100 life. You just gave that $100 life by spending it now and getting its full value that you can now, and then extending that value out into the future for whenever you may need it. So let's say, for example, you bought $100 worth of rice, right? So let's say you don't need that rice for the next 5 years. It's still going to be good in 5 years, but let's say you don't need it. Well, 5 years from now, that same $100 bill that you just spent on that rice today won't be able to get you as much rice as you did today with that $100 bill. I hope that makes sense. So you just gave that $100 bill some extended life by being able to put it into something that's going to last a lot longer than what the value of that actual bill will last on its own. All right, so good for you. And happy belated birthday, by the way. All right, let's say hello to a few more of you. Well, let me say thank you very much, Rodney. Hey, thank you, Rodney. Thank you very much. Okay, bringing it down. I see someone here that's been one of our community members for a while. So let's go say hello to him because he did leave a super chat. But let me say hello to DM Flowers. Thank you. Thank you very much. I really do appreciate you. Thank you, DM. Bent into shapes. Bent into shapes. How you doing? Good to see you. Ball Homestead. How are you doing? Good to see you. Tammy Blessed. Thank you very much, Tammy. Thank you very much. Let's see. Who else is here? Jackie Tompkins is here all the way from Florida. 68 GTO. I like that. How you doing? Good to see you. Oh, let's see. Kitsy has a question. What do you think will happen to the food banks when a CBDC starts being used? I think that the food banks will probably be in more need, because when a CBDC starts being used, it'll be because it was right after a very big event, whatever it may be. You can call it an economic collapse. You can call it an alien invasion, whatever it is that they come up with. Once there is a CBDC implemented, it's going to be because something big happened where a lot of people were destitute, and they said, okay, government, you can intrude on all of my freedoms if you give me, this handout. And the handout can only come via CBDC. That means that there's going to be a lot of people that are in need. Now, how are the food banks going to be funded? How they're going to be? I have no idea, ladies and gentlemen. And I guess that's one of the reasons why we prepare, right? Because we really don't know what's going to come. We just know that something will come, but we don't know exactly what. So being prepared the best that you can is just a good idea. Let's see. Short Bus 68. Alaska Prepper is there. Chiggers in Fairbanks, Alaska. I don't know what Chiggers is, but I'm guessing it's something funny because you say LOL. I hope it is. I hope I didn't just say a bad word without knowing it. Oh my goodness. Does Simpure put out my video without asking? No, I'm just kidding. Simpure actually asked me if they can put out my video where I reviewed their countertop. And by the way, Simpure, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Simpure really quick. Everyone in the United States of America should have a few things. Number one, they should all have a gas generator, right? Solar generators are great. I love solar generators. You all know that. But everyone needs to have, first and foremost, a gasoline generator, because you can control how much gasoline you put away, but you cannot control how much sun exposure there's going to be to your solar panel so that it can recharge your solar generator. A solar generator is a great complement to a gas generator and vice versa. But first, have a gas generator. Then, if you can, get a solar generator because they complement each other. Number one. Number two, you should always have a water filtration system. A water filtration system will save your life when something happens. If the grid goes down and the water is contaminated, how are you going to get that water clean? Usually, when people pass away or get really sick, it's not because they're dehydrated, but usually it's because the water is not clean. So there's usually water that you can find here or there, but how are you going to clean that water? So I think everyone in the United States, every family in the United States should have a reverse osmosis system in their home, right? Or some kind of filtration system that's going to ensure that they have potable water. So make sure that you look into that. I like Simpure a lot because they provide a good product and you can get it at a very inexpensive price. All right. For a reverse osmosis system, that's one of those old school systems that even has a cartridge that will add back the minerals to your water to give it those electrolytes that your body needs. For one of those, I think with my coupon code, it's like $120. I mean, you cannot beat that to get a reverse osmosis system that adds the electrolytes and the alkalinity back to the water for like $120. That's a great deal, and everyone should have it. You should never trust the water from your municipality. You should never trust the water from your well, because unless you're testing it every single day, you never know what's in that water. And that's what I have to say about that. There it is. Derek, how you doing, brother? Thank you. My brother, hey, thank you, Eric. Amber is doing great. That is awesome. She just had her third surgery, and she is doing very well. Well, hello, Amber. I hope that you can hear. I hope you're not under right now. You can hear us telling you hello. She is on ciprofloxacin, 500 milligrams for a bacteria infection in her faceplate. Was pushing screws out of her. Well, hot dog. Well, let us know, Derek, how Amber's doing. And Amber, if you can hear us, hello. And I hope that you get better very soon. And good for you that you're on your third operation. To tell you the truth is the last time that I saw you, the picture that Derek sent to you, you look just fine. Right? So you look just fine the way that you looked on that picture. I thought that you were all done. But good for you. That is awesome. And for those of you that don't know, Derek and Amber and their daughter, they were in a really bad car accident, really truck accident, because they were in a pickup truck and they got hit by a truck about a little over a year ago. And Amber took the blunt of it. There was like not even braking. The trucks weren't even trying to brake, the one that was coming towards her, and it hit her, pretty much broadsided her. And she ended up getting pretty banged up. And the good thing is that Derek, he's a former long tabber, i.e. Special Forces soldier. So he was able to keep his calm and pretty much save her life until, the professionals got there and took her to the hospital. So that's awesome, man. I love telling that story, Eric, because it just shows that when you have a little bit of training and when you do enough training, it becomes like muscle memory. And I'm sure that while Eric was taking care of his wife during that truck accident, he wasn't really thinking of what he needed to do. He was just doing it because he's trained doing it so many times. But you don't have to be a Special Forces soldier in order to be able to do that. You can do that. You can build muscle memory and be able to do the things that you need to do during a time of crisis and a lot of stress, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, thank you very much again, Hometastic. Thank you for that. Truly do appreciate it. All right, I'm trying to get my way down here. So let's see. I'm north of the 52nd. Member for 30 months. Thank you, north of the 52nd. That is so awesome. Man, you guys are awesome. AP, have you visited Denali and other places south? I actually put a video up here. I don't know. What was it, about a month and a half ago, ladies and gentlemen, where I went to Denali Park and I showed you all that I was eating that really expensive steak that wasn't as good as the steak that I make at home. But when you go down there, everything is expensive. Yeah, I visited Denali. Very nice. Last year, I think it was the year before last or last year. I don't remember. We went halibut fishing down in Ninilchik, which is way south of here, about 10 and a half hours south of here. And that's it. We haven't taken any trips this year. Or actually, yeah, the trip that we took this year was to Denali. Yes. Hey, YTU, how you doing? Good to see you. Thank you. What's your plan for the turkeys this year for the food bank? How can we help? It's time to start. Well, thank you very much, YTU, by the way, for asking that. Excuse me. Thank you for asking about that. I am already starting to think about the turkeys, I already started a while back, and the plan I can't divulge because I have to say that it's a pretty awesome plan. And as far as funding it, I'm letting the good Lord take care of that. So if he wants me to be able to contribute what I want to contribute, I really want to contribute like 200 turkeys this year. That would really be so awesome because I know that this year is going to be a tougher year for families than last year was. So that's really what I want to do on a personal basis. And I was thinking about maybe not auctioning, but maybe doing like, remember, for those of you that have been here for a while, where I used to do like coin giveaways. Oh man, look at that. They all fell. Where I used to do coin giveaways to like super chatters. So like if you wanted to enter to win a coin, you would do a super chat for like $5 or more, and that got you an entry. And then at the end of the month, I would give away like 10% or something like that. And that was a way to raise money. I think I was doing that back then as a way to raise money for my uncle's leg amputation. And I also did a 1 ounce AP silver coin that we did towards his leg amputation and towards his prosthesis or prosthetic leg. So I think I'm doing something like that because I'll tell you what, I've started to check into it, and turkeys this year are going to be very expensive. But I have it in my heart that I want to reach the 200 turkey goal. It's just going to be very expensive, ladies and gentlemen, but that's what money's for. That's what money is for. You take care of your family. You take care of all of the things that you need to take care of, your family. And then after that, if you have a little bit of excess wealth, put a little bit aside for savings, like buying some silver and gold and putting some aside for savings. That's taking care of your family as well, right? And then after that, if you feel charitable, which I do feel charitable, then you can go ahead and provide charity to whoever you think needs it the most. And for me, it's always the food bank because I just love the people there. And I know that when you take care of your community, you're really taking care of yourself. So to me, it's a win-win situation. Actually, Jackie Perez, that's a great question. I'm actually going to be working on a video on that here pretty soon. So stay tuned. I would say that the answer to your question is boil and filter. Yes. If you boil it and filter it, or if you treat it, it's water. You're going to get pure water out of it, and you're going to leave everything else behind in the filter, right? But that's not the concept of the video that I'm doing as far as being able to drink the water out of the humidifier. But I'm working on that, and it's going to be pretty interesting. I'm actually interested in to see how it comes out, a little experiment. Okay, let's see. How far behind am I? Oh, I'm not that bad. I'm like 9 minutes behind. Let's see. Let's bring it. Man, I'll tell you what, for those of you that are here, just joined in, tomorrow I am going to do my best to try to break down what we talk about today on the live stream, the meat and potatoes, and put it on a separate video, all right? Because I'm just having way too much fun, chit-chatting back and forth, okay? So we'll get to the part where we've got stuff to cover when we get to it, but I'm just going to have fun, and I'm having fun just saying hello to you all and answering some of your questions. Oh my goodness, this is Troubled Bearsteaders. How you doing? Good to see you all the way from Eastern Washington. I wanted to try to pronounce the name. Let's see. Okay. So I guess chiggers is not a good thing. If you ever had chiggers, you would know and never forget. Okay, good. Don't tell me what it is because it doesn't sound pleasant. Okay, I got another one. I don't know what this is. Okay. Hey, Village Homestead, how you doing? Good to see you. Awesome to see you. Tammy Blessed, how are you doing? Let's see. I'm coming on down, seeing if there's any more questions here. Yeah, a big Berkey. I've heard so much controversy over the big Berkeys, but, I think that they're just fine. I've got a big Berkey. Well, I don't have a big Berkey system. I have their filters, and then I just made my own system with buckets, with food-grade buckets. A lot cheaper, does the same thing, and it's a bigger capacity. So I'm all good with it. Shelly, how are you doing? Good to see you. Let's see. The Redneck Prepper is in the house. How you doing, Redneck? Good to see you, man. Let me see. Well, Amanda says that she uses Alexa Pure. I've heard that the Alexa Pure is a good water filter. Right? I think I might have one from a very long time ago that I've never used, but I've heard that it's a good water filter. So, hey, whatever works for you. There's actually SimPure is actually coming out or has come out with a Berkey type style water filter that has a UV light in it to keep it sterilized. And they're going to send me one so that I can review. When I review that one, I'm actually going to take the water and send it out to get checked in a local lab, and we'll see what happens. Ann Palmer from the great state of Louisiana is in the house. How you doing, Ann? Ann, you've only got a couple weeks left before your vacation is over, and then it's back to school, isn't it? All right, let's bring it down. Thank you very much, Tommy. Or Tammy. Thank you very much, Tammy. It's very kind of you. Thank you. I think that I saw Jupiter's Realm pass by. How you doing, Jupiter's Realm? Good to see you. Hauntastic. It's not going to be a donation thing, but thank you for asking very much, and thank you for the super chat. What I think I'll be doing is I think I'll start doing. Let me think about it, and during our next live stream, I'll go ahead and talk about it. And what I think I'll do is what we've done in the past to raise money for the food bank, to raise money for other things, is that I'll start doing an end of the month giveaway of the Alaska Prepper silver coins to those people that leave a super chat of $5 or more. So every $5 will leave you an entry, right? And then I'll put it on a spreadsheet and randomly select who wins and all that kind of stuff, and then let you all know during the next live stream or that last live stream of the month who won. And all that kind of stuff. It's just a lot of work because I have to actually do it manually that way. I have to manually take all the names out of the super chat pod and put them on a spreadsheet and then all that kind of stuff. But it's worth it. It's well worth doing it if we're going to be able to get those turkeys to the food bank. Jewel E, it all depends on how you store it. So, for example, I've had, let me see. I'm going to close. Okay, so Julie, for those of you that are just listening, how long will store-bought tomato sauce last in a glass jar past the best buy date? All right. I can tell you myself that I've had spaghetti sauce. I was going to say tomato sauce, same thing. Spaghetti sauce. You know those ones that come like in a can? I think they're made by Hunt's. They come in a can. I remember years ago when I was still in the Army, I bought a whole mess load of those when we were still living on base. So more than 7 years ago, we must have bought 70 of those or almost 100. Why? Because they were on sale for 25 cents a can. And we actually liked that spaghetti sauce. We just ate our last can of that spaghetti sauce. I'm thinking about a year and a half ago, right? And it was still good in a metal can, in a tin can. Why? Because I've always stored any kind of pantry food. I always keep the pantry in a control, temperature control, where I don't let it get above 70 degrees, where I don't let the temperatures fluctuate up and down really quick. It's not humid in there. So it's a temperature controlled pantry. And I believe that temperature and also keeping sunlight away from it, obviously keeping rodents out of there helps, especially if you have things packaged in other than metal or glass containers. If you properly store it, I believe it will last a very long time. And even the USDA says that anything that is canned, be it pressure canned or canned from a factory setting, that it has an indefinite shelf life as long as the container has not been compromised and as long as it has been properly stored. And what they mean by properly stored and shelf life is also that it will last a very long time and still be good to eat, safe to eat. But the texture, the longer that you store it, the more of the texture and the flavor that you're going to lose. All right. So the best thing to do is to rotate your foods. Now, the reason that I had those tomato sauce cans for so long is because I bought so many of them because they were such a good price. But the best thing to do is to rotate your foods that you get and try to have at least or build up at least a 1 year supply of food that you eat on an everyday basis in your pantry, right? And then you shouldn't have any problems with things getting so old where you're wondering if it's safe for you to eat them. All right, bringing it down, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, did you see that, Evita? I'm not sure if those of you, if you have seen my previous video, the one that I just put out this morning, but I got my blood results back for my third blood work about my diabetes. And well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm still progressing. It's still doing good. They came back. I got really good numbers. It's towards the end of that video that I put up this morning. I don't really want to go over all of it again. So if you want to know what's going on, it's towards the end of that video, but it's good news. It's not bad news at all. It's really good news. You know, this is such an interesting lifestyle when it comes to eating pretty much only meat. All right. Because it's like I just ate about an hour ago, an hour before I came on this live stream, and I'm not going to eat again until tomorrow around the same time, around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm not going to eat again. And I already know I'm not going to be hungry. If I do eat again, it might be a handful of nuts or something like that. You know, some cashews or some pecans or something like that. But that's it. And I know I'm not going to be hungry, and I'm very satisfied. And who would have ever known that and on that video too, or the second video, the one that's coming up, I think later on tonight, I talk about how they've done a study, and that study shows that meat actually helps you live longer, more so than fruits and vegetables. Right, ladies and gentlemen, you know, I don't want to get conspiratorial, but I believe that we've been lied to about so many things for so long that we no longer really know what is really true. Right. Right is wrong and wrong is right, and white is black and black is white, and all of these things that have been pushed down our throats through the educational system that we don't even know what's really true anymore unless we ourselves figure it out for ourselves, right? So anyways, my tests came back and they were really good. I'm very, very happy. Anyone, I'm not a medical professional, but anyone that's having problems with like diabetes or any kind of problem at all, go ahead and try it. Get on YouTube, look up Dr. Ken Berry, look up Dr. Anthony Shafee, look up Dr. Fung, look up the Sugar MD, look up Beat Diabetes, another YouTube channel. Look all of those up and do a little binge watching on their channels and convince yourself that you want to try it. Just try it for like a week or a month. And man, I'll tell you what, it's probably one of the best things I've ever done. The second best thing, or the second best that I've ever felt on top of this carnivore / ketovore diet that I've been on for the last 6 or so months, the second best that I've ever felt is, believe it or not, oh, look at this, it's all over the place. Nutrient Survival, right? Nutrient Survival, all these guys over here. That food, if you are going to eat a standard American diet, which means that it's going to be carbohydrate dense, that's what you want to be eating, Nutrient Survival. Why is that? No, not because I'm affiliated with them. No, not because I love the people behind the product. I think that the Nutrient Survival crew are awesome. I love those guys and they're my friends, right? Not because of those things, but because it has so many nutrients that your body needs. A lot of people don't understand that sugar blocks a lot of the vitamins and nutrients that your body would otherwise absorb. And it's why we are told by the USDA, by the FDA, that we need a minimum amount of whatever vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin A, E, D, K, right? They're saying you need at least this every day. Well, the reason that we need so much of it is because a lot of those nutrients, a lot of those vitamins are blocked by the carbohydrates that we're eating at the same time. So with Nutrient Survival, they put so many nutrients and so much of it in there that it really helps to absorb into your body, even though a lot of it does go out the drain, right? Or it goes out the chute. But what your body needs stays in there. So if you're going to eat a standard American diet, make sure that you have Nutrient Survival as part of your diet. If you're not going to eat a standard American diet and eat like a meat diet, like a carnivore or ketovore diet, you will definitely like the changes that you see in your body and the way that you feel, right? But both of these are good options for either or. And having said that, today, for the next, I think, 2 days, every Friday is going to, or every other Friday, I believe, is Payday Friday, Payday Prep Friday for Nutrient Survival. So if you go to Nutrient Survival now for the next couple of days, I believe they have a couple of 72-hour packs over there that you get 15% off. So if you want to get 15% off and you are in the market for nutrient survival, ladies and gentlemen, use my code because it does help me out. But better than that is that it's going to help you out because this stuff is awesome. I wouldn't be saying that it's awesome if I didn't think it was awesome, period. But anyways, let's bring it on down. Neely Reedy, how you doing? Good to see you. Love from the North Pole. Hopefully we'll meet this weekend and you'll be one of the winners. Do you think silver and gold will take off soon because of the devaluation of the dollar? Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the question, by the way, Brian. Ladies and gentlemen, what I think about silver and gold is that eventually it's not going to take off, all right? Silver and gold are not going to take off. It has nothing to do. The price, let me put it to you this way. The price of silver, and I don't have any gold right here, but the price of silver and the price of gold has zero to do with the silver and the gold, okay? So it's not going to take off. However, whatever price it is valued at nominally in dollars is a pure reflection of the weakness of that dollar or the strength of that dollar. So the question is do I think that the dollar will soon devalue in a form that is going to look like silver and gold are skyrocketing? I can't tell you that for sure because I don't have a crystal ball. But when you look at the fundamentals, right? And I like looking at technical analysis as well. I think that technical analysis is really good for the short to middle term, but I think that fundamentals is really good for the long term. And what do I get gold and silver for? I get it for the long term in hopes that I never, ever have to use it and that I can just leave it to my kids. That's what I get it for, because I know that when I'm not here one day, that gold and silver will still have just as much value then than it does now, and my children can use that then. I can leave them some of my energy in the form of gold and silver, even after I'm gone. All right. So do I believe that the dollar is going to crash soon? It's been crashing for the last 110 years, ladies and gentlemen, literally. The dollar started crashing the day that it was invented back in 1913 or 1914, the year after the Federal Reserve Act was enacted, right? It's been crashing ever since. And it's not going to stop crashing until it's finally 100% devalued and nobody else will take it, right? When will that be? Not sure. But I really do like the idea of being able to take my fiat currency, my fake paper money that they printed out of thin air, right? That debt note, which is what it is, a debt note. I like the idea of taking that and turning it into something real that I know will last the test of time, right? And that I know will still have its value 20 years from now. So as far as if I think it's going to go up anytime soon, I'm really not concerned about that. In a way, I kind of like hope that it doesn't. In a way, I hope that tomorrow I wake up and silver is at $12, because I know what it's really worth, So when you go to Walmart or remember Kmart when they had the blue light special. So when you go to Kmart or Walmart, I don't even know if Kmart is still around. But when you go to one of these places and they have a special on toilet paper, you get more toilet paper, right? Same thing with gold and silver. If they have a special on gold and silver, especially if it's because they're playing, they're doing their shenanigans and spoofing the markets and such, the big banks are, I am more than happy to go and buy some more at a reduced price. But really concentrate more so on the fact that you are able to maintain your purchasing power with that. And I do believe, ladies and gentlemen, all right, to answer your question, Brian, all right, I do believe that gold and silver will skyrocket in nominal terms in our lifetime. I do believe that 100%. If not, I wouldn't be buying it. I believe it would skyrocket in nominal terms in our lifetime, meaning that the value of the dollar is going to skyrocket the opposite way, down. The gold and silver right now are in what I call an inverse bubble. It's a bubble. It's in a bubble. Gold and silver are in a bubble, but they're in an inverse bubble. So, like whenever you take a beach ball and you push it under the water, let's say you're at the beach, and you're in the water, you take a beach ball and you push it under the water. And the farther down that you push it, the harder that it is for you to hold down. And when you finally let that beach ball go, it shoots straight up out of the water. That's what gold and silver are in right now, in an inverse bubble, right? They're in a bubble that's in the opposite direction. And when it goes, it's going to go, ladies and gentlemen. I just can't tell you exactly when that is, but in a way that's good because now you can get prepared. You can learn more about it and prepare yourselves for what is going to come. It's inevitable. There's no taking it back. Laura Dow, how are you doing? All the way from Tucson, Arizona. Kelly Carter from Pennsylvania, welcome and hello. Let's see. Okay, great. The 49 States says, I have an Alexa Pure. I use it every day for 2 years now on same filter. Excellent. Excellent. I love hearing this from different people because it gives me confidence that, maybe somebody out there will go get one now. That they weren't going to get one, but now you'll go get one. It doesn't have to be a Simpure. It doesn't have to be a Berkey. It can be an Alexa Pure. As long as it works, ladies and gentlemen, that's all that really matters. Well, I think that the Zero water is probably one of the very best, if not the very best, water filtration system that is gravity fed. I think that the Zero water is an awesome system, and it is such a great price. Go check it out on my Amazon storefront, ladies and gentlemen. I have it there, easy to get. The filters for it are not very expensive when you compare how many gallons of water you can get out of it, and then you compare that to what it would cost for you to get that same amount of water from the store. Right? They're not very expensive at all. I actually just bought another 8-pack to add to my stock. But I think that the Zero water filter is just a great water filter. I mean, it's the closest thing to reverse osmosis water that you can get without having an actual reverse osmosis system. All right. So, yeah, absolutely great. Let me see. Sherry Hicks, how are you? Do you have a video on how to make a water filter from food grade? Yes, I do. It's a really old video. So take a look back, just type in Alaska Prepper or go to my page, to the Alaska Prepper channel page, click on videos and then search for Berkey water filter or Berkey filter. And 1 or 2 videos will pop up and you'll see one of them where I show you that I'm using food grade buckets and some other parts to make my own Berkey water filtration system. All right. Yeah, definitely have that. And be patient because that was one of my first videos and it's like 45 minutes long. Do you all hear that? That's Poppy out there. That's Poppy crowing. You know what? I'm just gonna do a separate video tomorrow on the stuff that I was gonna talk about today because I'm just having too much of a good time talking with you all. All right, so that's what we're gonna do, and then we'll do the giveaway here. Let's do the giveaway at the hour, okay? That way, after the giveaway, those of you that still want to stay here, you can stay here and we can chat away. Look at this. Ball Homestead just asked, how are your chickens doing? Are you getting eggs yet? Not getting eggs yet, but you can hear them. They're happy. Poppy is taking really good care of the ladies out there. They're getting fed really well. I think they're living a good life, right? They're living a good life. I give them a lot of treats. I give them a whole bunch of mealworms. I give them scratch. I give them all the stuff that chickens like, all right? And they have a very nice house, too. Colorado Pack Rat Prepper is in the house. How you doing? Okay, let's see. I'm bringing it down some. All right. Okay, absolutely. Karen, can you please explain the Ladies and Gentlemen's Club to those of us who are newer to the live? Absolutely. Thank you for asking. And I am glad that you asked because I always try to bring this up during like the first week of the month or the first live stream of the month. Ladies and gentlemen, the Patreon that I have and the Ladies and Gentlemen's Club that I have, pretty much the only thing you're going to be getting out of that is that I put up videos a little earlier than everyone else. So you'll either be able to watch a video that I'm going to put out a few hours early or even up to a day or even a week early sometimes than everyone else would. That's pretty much all you get, right? So it's just pretty much a way of you supporting the channel, saying thank you by contributing whatever it is that you contribute, right? So I don't want to go ahead and give you any false expectations that you're going to get all of this stuff. No, you're not, right? So that's that. I want to also say, because one of my Patreon members emailed me or sent me a message here a couple of days ago and said, hey, I'm really sorry, but I'm going to have to stop contributing. And this person had been contributing for like the last 2.5 years. And he said, I'm going to have to stop contributing because, I'm falling on hard times. Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, you never have to explain to me why you may have to stop contributing to either the members club or the Patreon. Absolutely not. I thank you if you're there. I thank you for helping out. That is awesome. All right. You never have to explain to me why you may not be able to support it anymore. Okay. But more importantly, I want to make sure that if you are even considering joining the Patreon and the Ladies and Gentlemen's Club, just so that you can support the channel, support what I do, make sure that if you do, make sure you have all your preps. I do not want you to spend $1 on the Patreon or Ladies and Gentlemen Club if you don't feel comfortable with all of your preps. If you don't look in your pantry and says, man, we are good to go. If you don't look at your gas storage and says, hey, I've got enough gasoline put away to fill up each of my vehicles, right? If you don't have all your preps squared away, do not do that. You have to take care of yourself and your family first, all right? After that, you can do what it is that you want to do with your money. But I would ask that you make sure that you take care of your preps first, right? Because you have to understand, you being prepared the best that you can is just as good for me than it is for you, especially if you live around my community. All of you here that are from the Fairbanks community, the better prepared you are, the better it is for our entire community, including myself. Because it's one less person that is going to be drawing from the system when everyone else that didn't prep is. And it's one less person that's going to be trying to knock on my door asking for stuff because they didn't get prepared. All right. So take care of yourself first, ladies and gentlemen. That's all that there's to it. Let's see. Okay. Let's bring it on down. Emmanuel Bravo asks, hey, Rudy, how is your sugar and cholesterol? I just talked about that a few minutes ago. You can either get it on the rewind, or I did talk about that in depth. The video that I put up this morning is towards the end. So go check that out, Emmanuel. Thank you for asking, by the way. Brenda, thank you very much. Brendan, I'm sorry, Brendan. Thank you, Brendan. We have no Lyme disease, teaks, fleas, or chiggers, and no poison oak, ivy, or sumac. Well, I guess that's good. That's good. I know Lyme disease can be pretty nasty. Oh my goodness, Doug, what are you doing? Now I'm not going to get that darn song out of my head. Oh, by the way, that's like the army song right there, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my goodness. That brings me back to basic training. Okay, dumpster ahoy. How much concentrated bleach should I put into water to clean it? Now, as far as regular bleach, right? I'm not going to talk about concentrated bleach, but like regular bleach, I believe it's like 8 droplets to a gallon if the water is clear. And then the more murky that the water is, the more droplets that you put in there. However, you know what? I would rather just have a good filter and a way to heat the water. If I were ever to have to depend on cleaning my own water in order to ingest, in order to consume for me or my family, this is what I would do. Very simple. I would boil the water, number one, and then after the water has been boiled and cooled off, then I would put it through a good filter, right? I would put it through a good reverse osmosis filter, like the Simpure, I think it's the DY7, the countertop reverse osmosis filter. That thing will run on 28 watts of power. So pretty much anything can run that. And you can actually have safe water to drink during the apocalypse, ladies and gentlemen. During the Mad Max, when everyone is fighting over everything, you can have safe water to drink. But no, in all honesty, that is a great water filter, and it only uses like 28 watts of power. I mean, that's awesome. And it's such a good water filter, ladies and gentlemen. I actually bought one of those and sent it to my brother in Ohio right after that thing happened in Palestine. I think it was Palestine, Ohio. All right, let's go. I'm bringing it down. Someone's actually told me here, I've seen it, but someone said donate one of your solar generators to the USO. We don't have a USO near here, I don't believe. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen, I wasn't going to talk about this, but I did donate a solar generator, a really nice one actually. I donated a very nice solar generator one of the ones that I reviewed in the past, to a very nice couple, an elderly couple. And if you're watching, hello, Gary, and hello, Teresa, all right? A very nice couple that live not too far from here. And I just love those guys. I don't see them often enough, but I actually did a video with them. I think it was a couple of years ago where I showed you the very huge cabbage that Teresa was growing in her garden, all right? But I brought them over one because I know that they needed it, and it's a nice big one that will operate for them. And, so I do donate stuff that I really don't talk about too much, even though it's an oxymoron because I'm talking about it now. But, it's not just about showing it here on the channel. It's about also taking care of people that, would take care of you if the time came. Tammy Brennan is in the house. How you doing? All right, Rex. Well, that's awesome, brother. You're going to have to let me know how it's going for you. Good for you. Have you had the shakes yet from not having enough sugar or from not having sugar? Because there's no such thing as not having enough sugar. You don't need sugar. Ladies and gentlemen, your body produces all the sugar it needs without you having to consume any sugar, believe it or not. Your body knows exactly what it needs, and it will produce it when it needs to. If all you eat is meat and fat, your body knows how to produce sugar from that meat and fat, and it will produce exactly what it needs when it needs it. Let me see. Skanes girl, how are you doing? Good to see you. Tanya, hello. Oh, man, I have so many Dingus Chubb. Dingus Chubb asks, what is your favorite end of the world and or prepper movie? Well, I'll tell you what. I wish that they would make a movie out of Patriots. The book Patriots. I would love to see a movie from the book Patriots. Another movie that I would love to see if they made it would be 1 Second After. I would love to see that movie as well if they made it. And the author that scripted 1 Second After, and I think it's 1 year after, and I forget the name of the third book. They're coming out with a fourth book, I believe, like August 23rd or something like that. I already pre-ordered mine. So yeah, I can't wait to see that. But for entertainment purposes, I love World War Z. I just think that World War Z is such an awesome movie for entertainment purposes. I have listened to the book. I haven't read the book. I've listened to it, an audio book, and the book is very good as well. I really like the book a lot. I think I like the book better than the movie, but the movie is very entertaining. Indeed, Betty. Indeed, the food pyramid is upside down. I wonder why. Hope Lemons, thank you, Hope Lemons, for food grade buckets with moisture packets. How long can I keep 5-gallon food? Pretty much forever. In all honesty, as long as it is sealed, as long as your bucket is sealed. However, let me go ahead and throw this your way, Hope. Instead of just using a food grade bucket, you don't have to use a food grade bucket. Why don't you use a bucket, whether it's food grade or not? It's not going to matter, with a Mylar bag and an oxygen absorber. And if you want to throw in some of those packets, I always forget the name, incandescent or something like that. I always forget how to call those packets. But the packets that suck up moisture, you can throw some of those in there as well. It's not going to hurt. But if you do that, your rice will last 25, 30 years. Okay, it will last 25, 30 years. I did an experiment here that lasted about 3.5 years. And I did a video on this here, I don't know, about a month and a half maybe ago, where I had a bag of rice in its original bag for like 3.5 years under the seat of one of my trucks. And we opened up that rice and we cooked it up. Nothing wrong with it. After 3.5 years of having really hot weather and having really cold weather, but never having very high humidity in the original package. And that rice was just fine after 3.5 years. So that tells me that if you properly package it in Mylar with an oxygen absorber, at minimum, an oxygen absorber, and properly seal it, it's going to last you no problem 25, 30 years. All right. You can even use 2-liter bottles of soda. I've shown you some of the rice that I put away for years ago, 12 years ago, and 2-liter soda bottles. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with them. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that you can do to be able to put away calories for long term. Let me see. Hey, thank you, North of the 52nd. Do you still have a general email account for me to message you? I do. It's in the description of my videos. All right, North of the 52nd. It's in the description of every one of my videos, but please be patient, okay? Because sometimes it takes me a while to get through all those emails. Right now, I know I'm about 2 or 3 days behind, which means that I'm about 150, 200 emails behind right now, okay? So just be patient, and thank you again. Thank you. Yes, I have read 1 Second After, and I have listened to it, and they're both just as good on audiobook and the regular book. The regular book, be careful on the regular book, because once you start reading that thing, once you get past, once you get like past the first few pages and you get into the part where the phones go dead, no spoiler alert, right? But you get into the part where the phones go dead, you can't put that book down. You cannot put that book down. But first, in the first few pages in the introduction, where they're telling you, I don't want to say anything because I really don't want to spoil it for anyone, but they're telling you about the main character and his wife and his two daughters and stuff like that, and his career in the military. It's a little bit boring, but it's setting up the characters so that you can identify with them, right? On who they are. So it's a great book. You won't be able to put it down. And that reminds me, TNT, how you doing? TNT says, I love nutrient survival. That reminds me, ladies and gentlemen, those of you that win, every one of you that wins a solar generator is going to win a little extra add-on gift. All right. And one of those little extra add-on gifts, let me tell you, I was reorganizing some of my long-term food preps, and I was consolidating them into fewer buckets and fewer containers. And I had a few that wouldn't fit. So I was like, what am I going to do with these? I said, you know what I'm going to do with them? I'm going to give them away. So one of you that wins one of the solar generators, I'm going to bring you one of these, and I'm not going to tell you who it is. You're just going to get whatever you get when you see me. I'm going to bring you one of these, and this is awesome. This creamy vanilla shake, it tastes very good, and you can make it taste however you want. If you add peanut butter to it, if you add chocolate to it, if you add strawberries to it, whatever. It's awesome, and it has all of the nutrients that you need. Look at all those nutrients. It's got all of the macros and micronutrients. The next one is going to be one of these. This is awesome. This is like a chocolate crunch for adults. What's the other? Oh, and look at what I found, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this. Uh-oh, I got that. Look at this. A 5-pack of powdered vitamin eggs. These are the best powdered eggs that I've ever had from a long-term food storage company. Just in case you don't know, if you go to Nutrient Survival and you just tried this, I'm telling you, you're going to go back for more. And this is one of those packs that I bought when they still weren't super expensive. And a few other things that I'm going to give away. Yarn Prepper sent me a whole bunch of these. All right, Yarn Prepper does these things. You know, she's Yarn Prepper. So she makes these guys, and she sent me a whole bunch, and I use them. And Yarn Prepper, oh, I dropped one. Yarn Prepper, let me prove to you that I use them. Look, I've had this one on my desk forever, okay? I keep that one here on my desk, and I put my mouse on it. And I got another one here that I put my drink on, which is the one that looks like a little donut right here, right? So I put my drink on that. But I have so many of them that you sent me that I'm going to go ahead and give one away too. I think I've got 4 to give away. But yeah, and I'm also going to be able to give away a few hats. All right. These were hats that we were giving away about 2 or 3 years ago that were handmade. All right. For people that were supporting the veterans. I think it was veterans that we were supporting. And the people that won these hats, they never contacted me. So I'm going to be giving a few of these away. So whoever wins these solar generators is going to be winning a few of these little gifts as well. It's just a way of me, ladies and gentlemen, instead of just hoarding this stuff and putting it in a bag somewhere and not wanting to give it away because someone gave it to me as a gift, is giving it some life. Sending it out with someone that's actually going to use it instead of it being in a bag. Because I use the stuff that you all send me, right? But sometimes I get more than one, right? And there's no sense in just letting it rot away somewhere. Let me see. LC, doctor said must eat at least 2 times a day or pancreas gets overwhelmed. All at once. Oh, your doctor said that you must eat at least twice a day. Well, I'll tell you what, I normally only eat once a day unless I have like a handful of nuts or something like that. And I'm doing just fine. My blood work came back very well. So I get, everyone is different though, ladies and gentlemen. That's why you have to do your own little test, talk to your doctor. And like my doctor, once I told him what I was going to do, he said, okay, I'm going to have you here every 3 months. And he's had me there about every 3.5 to 4 months at the latest. And my next appointment is in October, about 3 months or so from now. So he's going to have me there every 3 months, do blood work every 3 months, and just see what progress I have. And hopefully, nothing negative will come of it, and only good things will come out of it. Let's see. Deb Smith, thank you very much, Deb. Thank you very much for the super chat. All right, oh my goodness, we're over an hour. Okay, what is this? I am really way behind. I am very way behind. Just a second. Me too. How you doing, Me too? You're so right about the lies. We need to get back to our roots, and much better actual nutrition and nutrient survival can help jumpstart. Yeah. We need to get back to actual nutrition. The problem is, thank you, by the way, for that comment, Me too. The problem with trying to get good nutrition is that, like, if you try to get good nutrition from wherever, let's say that you like plants, right? Which I still love to eat me a good salad every once in a while, right? I actually just reintroduced a vegetable back into my diet, which I can actually have without my blood sugar going up, and that's cabbage. And it's a good thing that I love cabbage, because I can actually have cabbage, not like a whole cabbage, right? But I can have a good portion of cabbage, like stir fried, and it won't, and my blood sugar will not go up. So that is great, because it's something that allows me to eat something other than just meat, and it's something that I really like, right? But the thing about the nutrients is that meat pretty much has all the nutrients you need. All right, number one. But do your own research, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not here trying to convince you of anything, right? But also, even like if you go and get fruits and vegetables, organic and all that kind of stuff, right, from the store, it's the soil that is grown in. The soil no longer has all of those nutrients that it used to have. It's been carried away, eroded away, sprayed away. All of the things that we've done to the soil over the last several decades in order to try to make profit and mass produce this and mass produce that and try to export to all over the world. It's just eroded our soil away. So are you really getting that nutrition? Only because it's a fruit that you're supposed to be getting nutrition from, because it says it in the textbook. Are you really getting that nutrition from it? So I think we live in a time where you have to find out what works best for you, and go to the doctor, have him do the blood work, and see, hey, this does work for me, so I'm going to keep doing it. So far, what I'm doing now, it does work for me, so I'm going to keep doing it. But I still have this stuff. This is going to be my starvation food. If ever comes a day where I need to count on this because I don't have anything else, do you really think I'm going to care that this has some carbohydrates? Absolutely not, right? Because I'd rather live, right? Who would not? Let's see. Republic 1776. Thank you very much. What are your plans for fiat money when the Fed comes full rollout of CBDC possible, says turn it in or spend? Beware of Fed now. Absolutely beware of Fed now. It's going to be the gateway towards a CBDC. Right, it's going to what they're going to use to get us to a CBDC, in my opinion. And my plan for fiat is that when they do have a CBDC, my opinion is that they're not going to get rid of cash. They're not going to get rid of cash, first of all, because they're going to have to convince the people that they are trustworthy. They're going to have to tell the people, whoa, wait a minute, we're not getting rid of cash. This is just an option for you that we can use to help you during this time of crises. Right, ladies and gentlemen? There's going to be a big crisis, and people are going to be asking for that CBDC. They're going to be introduced to the CBDC by those people that created the crises. Remember the Hegelian dialectic. Right? They're going to be introduced to them. And then some people are going to be critical of it, of course, like some of us already are. But then the government's going to come on and say, hey, listen, we're not getting rid of cash. You can still have the cash. We're just going to be able to use this to help you get through this crisis. And then being that 65% of people in the United States of America currently live paycheck to paycheck, 40% of millennials that are adults live with their parents, had to move back in with their parents. 30% of millennials that are adults actually need help from their parents to pay some of their bills, to pay their rent, to pay their phone bills, electricity bills, with food. There's so many people in the United States that right now are already in dire straits that when we do have a big event, a big crisis of whatever kind, and the government comes out and says, I'm going to go ahead and take away your pain, but we have to do the CBDC. People are going to be like, but you can program that money. You can program it to tell us what we can and can't spend it on. They're going to be like, no, we'll never do that. We're doing this to help you. And even if we did program it, all you would have to do is use cash, because we're not taking away cash. And ladies and gentlemen, my opinion is this, is that CBDC, when it first comes out, is going to be awesome. People are going to love it. It's going to work just the way they tell you it works. They're not going to infringe on any of your rights, and it's going to be great. And then something else will happen, and they'll say, hey, listen, the only way that we can get over this is we get rid of cash. And once they get rid of cash, then that's it. Then we'll be very near the end of this fourth turning and getting ready to go into the new season of the human cycle, but with much suffering in between. That's my opinion on what's going to go on with the CBDC if they actually get to implement it. And I believe people will be asking for it. Stephen Romero. Thank you very much, Stephen. Thank you very much. Okay. Oh, hey, Ellie Ruth, thank you. How are you? It's good to see you. Question about ghee. After you've cooked out all the dairy and you have just clarified butter, do you have to put the lids on while it's hot? If you want, Ellie Ruth, if you want to not have to pressure can it and you want it to seal, yes. Right? If you put the lids on while it's still hot, then it will seal and you won't have to pressure can it. Right. And the reason I say that is because I know, because I did that with the last batch of ghee that I made. And it's been, I think, over 2 years. And that ghee is perfect. All right. It's perfect. So, yeah, if you want to let it cool off and then put the lid on it and pressure can it, I've done that also. Nothing wrong with the ghee. I just finished the last jar of a batch of ghee that I made, my very first batch that I made back in 2013. And I pressure canned that batch. Nothing wrong with it. But I found nothing wrong with the ones that I didn't pressure can either and just put the lid on while they were still hot. It will create a negative pressure in that jar that will keep that lid sealed on there. Thank you for the question, by the way. Forrest, how you doing? Good to see you. Let's see. Okay, we're going down. Who is this? Look at this. We got somebody lurking in the background. I don't even know if John is still here. John, what is up, my brother? I was lurking in your channel the other day during one of your live streams. I didn't say anything, but it's good to see you, man. Really good to see you. If you guys haven't checked out Prepper Nation, go check out John at Prepper Nation. He does a live stream just about every day of the week. All right, so go check him out. Good to see you, brother. I hope you're doing well, by the way. Yes, silver, like Betty says, it has very good antimicrobial properties. Silver, ladies and gentlemen, what people don't understand about silver is that if all the silver in the world went away tomorrow, right? If tomorrow we woke up and there was no more silver, we'd be back to the 1850s, to the 1800s. Oil is the number one commodity in the world. Oil is the number one used commodity in the world, right? It's mostly used. The second mostly used commodity in the world is silver. And silver has been at a deficit, i.e., we have used more than have been mined for like the last 4 or 5 years, I believe. Right? It has been at a deficit. Silver comes out of the ground at about 8 ounces to every 1 ounce of gold, but it's roughly 80 times less expensive than gold is, right? The ratio of gold to silver, nominally speaking, is about 80 to 1. It takes 80 ounces of silver to be able to buy 1 ounce of gold. So can anyone say manipulation? All right. And silver is not really as abundant as gold is above ground. Above ground, meaning that all of the silver that has been mined and is right now sitting above the crust of the earth in the form of silver is about 3.5 billion ounces, ladies and gentlemen. That's about the same amount of gold that there is above ground. But silver is used and consumed in a way that it cannot be easily or inexpensively recovered. So one day when we cannot mine enough silver to keep up with the demand that we need for society, for humanity, then there's going to have to be a way for us to be able to recover all of the nanoparticulates of silver that are currently in landfills. And that's going to be very expensive to do. So what do you think that's going to mean to the price of silver? It's going to go up exponentially. All right. Yeah, absolutely. Pamela Porter asked, what do I think about copper pennies? I believe it's 1982. 1982 and prior, the pennies are pretty much pure copper, and each of those pennies is worth like 3 or 4 times more what a cent is worth nominally. So yeah, absolutely a good deal to get copper pennies if you have them. All right, bring it down. Let me take a drink here, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it all the way down. Man, every time I say that, I see a good question. After this question, I'm going to bring it all the way down, and we're going to do the giveaways for those of you that live in Fairbanks. All right, so let me go ahead, and then towards the end of the live stream, we'll do like 5 silver coin giveaways. Okay, but this is a great question. David McPherson asks, how much silver would the goal be to stack? In my opinion, whatever excess wealth you have, meaning money, fiat currency that you have that you don't need, that is outside the realm of all of your preps being met, that is outside the realm of you having a emergency fund, you pretty much have everything that you need. You have everything that you need, and you're debt free. Right? If you're debt free, that's great. In my opinion, that stuff should just keep putting that in real money, turning that into real money, right? So that if you don't need it in your lifetime, you can leave it for your children. Right. But answering your question more directly, I would say that having 1 to 2 ounces of silver to spend per day during a financial collapse like Venezuela or like Lebanon. Have you seen what's going on in Lebanon? That's part of my that's going to be part of my video that's coming up later on tonight. Is Lebanon is on fire. They are living through a financial collapse. So if you want to see what a financial collapse looks like, take a look at the video that I put up after this here later on in a couple of hours, and you'll see Lebanon is on fire right now. But if people there have precious metals, they'll be able to eat, guaranteed. Excuse me. So I think that 1 to 2 ounces of silver per day for every day that you want to be prepared will allow you to maintain your standard of living. In Venezuela, and now I did this study about 1.5 years, 2 years ago. When I did this in Venezuela, they were still going through their financial collapse as they are now. But during that time, 1 ounce of silver was able to feed a family of 5. I think it was 5 for 4 days. And I'm talking about feed them. I'm not talking about just feed them bread, right? I'm talking about feeding them 3 square meals a day. 3 square meals at breakfast, lunch, dinner. And I'm not talking about just feeding them rice for breakfast, lunch, dinner. I'm talking about a full breakfast, eggs, bacon, toast, cereal, milk, with sugar for their coffee and orange juice, a full breakfast. It was able to feed a family of 5 for 4 days. That tells me that 1 ounce of silver will be able to take care of your family, a family of 4 or 5 for 1 day, no problem. All right. So 1 ounce per day, preferably 2 ounces per day, just in case something comes up. And then you just multiply that 1 or 2 ounces times however many days you want to be prepared for. All right. I recommend a full year. Great question, by the way. Okay, now I am going to start the long process of bringing this all the way down and making sure that I catch anyone that did a super chat that's almost half an hour old now. So I apologize, Hope Lemons. Let's see. We depend on our zero water and highly. Yes, again, zero water filters are great filtration systems, and they're not that expensive. I think you can get into one that comes with a pitcher, and it even brings you a pen that you can test the water with for like $29. If you want to support my channel, ladies and gentlemen, use my Amazon link. And I do have the zero water filters on my Amazon link, on my Amazon storefront. And I also have the water filters themselves by themselves on there, which you can buy a pack of 8, I think, for like $80 or something like that. But it's a great water filter. It really is. I think it does a great job. I'm personally saving those zero water filters for if we ever have some kind of radioactive event where I have to take radioactive particulates out of the water. That's what I have those for specifically. Because right now I roll with a reverse osmosis water filtration system. Let's see, we're bringing it down. Let me bring this. Okay, we're going to do this giveaway. Let me go ahead and do real quick. Make sure that I didn't miss. Let's see. Lord Drake the Red. At least your giveaways don't cause a riot. Like, yeah, no doubt. like in New York City. Man, I'll tell you what, I actually, part of the video that I'm putting up later on tonight has to talk about with what's going on in New York City, Chicago, all of these places that are being just massively infiltrated by, illegal migrants, by people that are here that really shouldn't be here legally as far as the rule of law goes. So, yeah. All right, Coquito is in the house. Coquito, how you doing, brother? It's good to see you, man. Well, glad you're here. Glad you're here. Let me go ahead and open up. I'm not going to be really looking at questions right now because I have to open up the random generator, okay, so that we can do this giveaway of these solar generators. And I got to show you what they are. Let me see if my computer will cooperate with me here. Then I can look this up. Okay, here we go. Man, my computer is acting up here. It's making me nervous, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Oh, goodness. All right, so let me go ahead and show you what it is that we're going to be giving away. And again, I'm going to go ahead and go over the rules with you all, ladies and gentlemen, before we even do the giveaway, okay? So that everyone that's here can understand, okay? So here it is right here. Oh, wait a minute here. Let's go ahead and do this instead. There you go. So this is the first solar generator that I'm going to be giving away, and it's the Rock Pals 1300, right? And ladies and gentlemen, this is a really good solar generator, right? And every solar generator that I'm giving away today, they're pretty much like new, right? I pretty much reviewed them, maybe used them a couple of times after I reviewed them, and then I set them aside. And now I've got more solar generators that I have to review, and I'm going to have to make room for them. So what you're going to get here is pretty much a brand new solar generator. Now, I have to say that for some of them, if there's like one wire missing or something like that, then you'll just have to get that. You can get it through Amazon. I do know that I burnt out a couple of wires here and there doing experiments with solar panels that never made it to video. All right. So if there's a little wire or something missing, then just go ahead and get one. They're usually like $5-10 on Amazon. But I do know that every one of these solar generators that I'm giving away is at least coming with the charging block and the wire for the charging block. And I think that most of them are coming with the solar panel charging wire as well. All right. So now what are the rules? The rules are very simple. You need to be here right now, and you need to be able to get to Fairbanks, Alaska, United States of America, all right, no later than this Sunday, this weekend, the 6th of August. So if you live in Miami, Florida, that's awesome, all right, go to Santa's. And you enter and you win, and you're not here by Sunday, I'm not going to be able to give it to you. So I'm asking that if you know, ladies and gentlemen, that you would not be able to meet me in downtown Fairbanks, all right, this Sunday, so that I can hand deliver this to you and we can meet somewhere in town, then don't enter to win, because that makes it a lot easier for everyone. Why am I only doing this for Fairbanks residents? I'm going to give you the answer to that. It's very simple. Number one, I can't really mail these out because of the size of the batteries. They won't be able to be mailed out. When the companies send me these solar generators, they pay a lot of money to be able to ship it to me. They actually use a shipping company to ship it over here. And actually, one of those shipping companies is named Yellow, the one that just went bankrupt. All right. So that's one of the shipping companies that they've used to mail me this. And it cost them an awful lot of money to do it. There's been a couple of times where the cost of the shipping was about the same as the cost of the solar generator, right? So that's one of the reasons why I'm only able to give this away to people that live in Fairbanks. The other reason is because I realized a few days ago that I did a giveaway that was open to everyone in our community here, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago or so. And we gave away a whole bunch of really good stuff, and that nobody from Fairbanks won. So I just wanted to make sure that I took care of my community here in Fairbanks. I showed you all that I really do appreciate every one of you, even those of you that are living here in my community. And I'm going to be very happy for every one of you, because I know that you're going to get a lot out of these machines. All right. Now, they're not all the same. This is the first one. This is the biggest one that I'm giving away. It's the Rock Pals 1300 watt. And let's see, the second one is right here. Where is it? The second one is this Rock Pals Freeman. I believe this is the Freeman. Yeah, the Freeman, I think it's 700 watt hours. This is a pretty nice solar generator. I've actually used this for a little bit, and it works just as it's intended to work. So a good solar generator as well. And let's see, what's our next one? Our next one is this Podium. This Podium is, I believe, 700 watt hours as well. It works as it's supposed to work as well. Okay. You notice that I'm not giving away any of my OPS solar generators. I will not be giving any of those away. I never will. I love the OPS brand. Let's see. What's the next one? The next one is this Rock Pals 500. This is a 500 watt solar generator. And man, I'm actually using it right now. Where is it? Let me see. I'm actually using it right now, ladies and gentlemen, to charge my phone. So that's the other one that I'll be giving away. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. And this is a great little solar generator. Okay. And then I believe there's one more. And this one is not out of the case, but this is this one right here. Where? This is an EcoFlow, right? I think this is an EcoFlow Delta. And it's a very nice solar generator. It's actually a solar generator that I used as a backup for my refrigerator for a long time. But now that I have that whole house system, then I don't really need it anymore. So I was like, hey, let's go ahead and give that one away. So those are the 5 solar generators that we're going to give away. And we're just going to go ahead and do them one at a time. So let's see. I'm going to bring this back over here. This is going to be the first one that we give away. So let me go ahead and bring. Okay, so present. Share screen. This one right here. Okay, I want to make sure that you all understand, all right, that you have to live in Fairbanks in order to enter. So as you can see here, the word that you have to type in, all in caps, ladies and gentlemen, all in caps, is I live in Fairbanks, Alaska. Or i.e., I live in Fairbanks, AK, right? I'm going to give you plenty of time to type that in, but you need to type it all in caps. And please make sure that you do live in Fairbanks. Or if you don't, let's say you live in North Pole. Let's say you live in Anchorage, but you can make it here, all right, on Sunday. If you can make it here to meet me, then go ahead and enter, right? I really hope that I made it clear on who needs to enter. And if you win, that you need to be here no later than this Sunday so that I can give you your prize, right? And I do not want to hold on to it. I want to be able to give you your prize as soon as you win. So if I can meet you tomorrow on Saturday or on Sunday, I will do that to make sure that we get it to you. And look at that. We've already got 16 entries, ladies and gentlemen. And our first winner is going to be the Rock Pals 1300. Okay, we're just going to do it in the same order that it was on that screen that I was showing you. All right, so I live in Fairbanks. We've got 20 entries. Man, I didn't even know that we had 20 people in Fairbanks that were part of our community here. So that's awesome. Let's go ahead and give that a few minutes. Look at this. Comfortably Dove. I like that. I live in Florida. I'm not sure if that will win your entry there. There you go. That's a good one. I live in Fairbanks, AK. Hey, good luck, Amanda. I know you're always coming in like second place whenever we do these giveaways. And then once we do these giveaways, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go ahead and open it up to everyone and give away, like, let's say 5 coins, 5 of these Alaska Prepper coins, all right? And I'll go ahead and mail those to you. But for anybody that wins, let me go ahead and put this email address down here. So this email address, the number 1, winner chicken dinner 2@gmail.com. That's where you're going to email me your information, ladies and gentlemen, if you win, all right? If you win, so that you can email me your phone number and your name and your YouTube handle as well. That way I can contact you and we can make plans on where to meet and when. Where is Fairbanks, Alaska? I like that. Let's see. I live in Wyoming. Hey, how you doing, Keisha? Good to see you, Keisha. Just Arizona, how are you doing? Good to see you. Let's all hope that we do all of these giveaways really quick, because that way Gray Man won't be able to come in and snatch the silver from all of you, all right? And one thing that I forgot to mention, if you win, ladies and gentlemen, if you are one of the winners, don't enter a second time, all right? Or if you get picked a second time, then we're going to go ahead and skip you that second time, all right? To give as many people a chance to win. Unfortunately, we only have 5 solar generators to give away, and we already have 26 entries. So, hey, that's pretty good. That's a pretty good chance. Well, right now, so 1 in 27 chance that you're going to win something. And it's going to get, the chances are going to get even better as people start winning. So pretty good chances here. Let's see. I'm going up a little bit. I'm just going up to give you all a little bit of a chance to win. Lou M did it right. Lou M says, I live in Fairbanks, AK, and good luck to you. Keisha says, I wish I lived in Fairbanks. Yes, that is correct. All caps and no spaces, ladies and gentlemen. We've got 28 entries right now. And look at this. I didn't know that so many of you live near Fairbanks. And look at this. This is Dorian Weichel. Dorian, how you doing? I can only assume, Dorian, that you are the child of Pete and Janice. And if you are, welcome. Welcome. And I think I saw Janice here earlier today. So if you're still here, Janice, make sure that you enter to win. You guys really have a good chance because there's 3 of you in your family. There's Janice right there. It's good to see you, Janice. Let's see. Alaska 1, Andy, good to see you. Good luck to you. We have 30 entries so far. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and wait until it says 1:32 on my live stream timer. So we got about 50 seconds, and then we'll start picking. We're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right? Okay. Yeah, that let me see. Army vet Trump girl says that that's a good one. It's a good one that she has one of those. And yeah, that is a really good one. The Rock Pals 1300, I think it's a pretty good solar generator. I'm not sure what the prices are like right now, but the prices, I remember I bought one of these for someone, and the price was a little bit hefty compared to what you can get now for that price. But for what it is, it's a really good solar generator. You know, nowadays, most solar generators are coming with a quick charge instead of a charging block, which I think is great, right? So it's just competition is great. It makes things better. All right, let's see who our first winner is. Let's see. I am rooting for all of you, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck to all of you Fairbanksters. We're going to draw our first one right now. And this one is going to be for the 1300, for the Rock Pals 1300. Good luck. Salty Prepper. Salty Prepper, do you live in Fairbanks? Well, that's awesome. I didn't know you lived in Fairbanks. Good for you. Well, congratulations. Send me your information, just your name, your YouTube handle, and your phone number at onewinnerwinnerchickendinner2@gmail.com. I'll get a hold of you probably after this live stream, and then we can set up a time where we can meet and I can drop this off to you. Okay, so that's Salty Prepper. Congratulations. Let's see. I'm just going to go ahead and print screen this to make sure that I got you and that I don't miss you or lose you. And let me save this real quick. So 1 Salty Prepper, and that's going to be the Rock Pals 1300. Congratulations, Salty Prepper. That is awesome. That's a great prize, by the way. All right, so what's the next one going to be? Let's see. Oh, the next one is going to be another Rock Pals. Really nice one, too. This little Freeman is pretty nice. Let's see. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Let me say thank you very much, Short Bus. I want to do this so I don't forget. I need to see other Weichels on here. I am a Weichel, and oh, no doubt, you're neat to see. You're a Weichel all the way in Kansas. Look at that. That's awesome. Small world, ladies and gentlemen. This is our next one right here. It's going to be the Rock Pals. I think this one is called the. Oh no, not that one. I think this one is called the Freeman. I think this is the Rock Pals Freeman. It's a very nice solar generator as well. It does what it's supposed to do. So let's go ahead and do our next one, and that's going to be it. We have 33 entries now. Awesome. Okay, so our next winner is going to be, drum roll. Ooh, almost. Brendan Mize. Brendan Mice, congratulations. You are the winner of the Rock Pals Freeman. It's a nice little unit, by the way. You'll get a lot of use out of that. Okay, let's go ahead and put this one on here. 2. It's going to be Brendan Mice. And that's going to be the Rock Pals Freeman. All right. I got you. Congratulations again, Brendan. All right, so the next one is going to be, let's go ahead and add this. The next one is going to be this Podium, and this one is actually brand spanking new, ladies and gentlemen. It's still in the box and everything. Right, there's a company that sent me this to review, and then I tried to get a hold of them when the video was done, and I think they're gone. I think they're out of business or something because they never contacted me back. But this one is still brand spanking new in the box, and there's a Podium. I believe it's 700 watt hours, and it does what it's supposed to do, same as the others. So that's the next one. Let's go and see who's going to win this one. All right, we've got. Come on, let's see. I hope that I'm not glitching here in the internet. The winner is JP. I hope that I have people that are not putting in that they live in Fairbanks. This is a Fairbanks person because I see a bear in the thumbnail. But JP, congratulations, JP. Congratulations to you. That was the Podium solar generator, 700 watt hours, I believe, if I remember correctly. So let's go ahead and number 3. And that's going to be JP. And this will be the Podium. All right. Let's save that. Okay. Congratulations, JP. That's awesome. And our next one is going to be. Is this our last one? No, we still have another one. We still have one more after this one. Is the EcoFlow, but this one is the Rock Pals 500 watt. So the next one is going to be the Rock Pals 500 watt. Very nice little solar generator. I've been using that for a while just to do my phone and stuff, and it works great. So let's see who our winner is going to be. Drum roll, please. Oh, you almost made it, Coquito. James Wallen. Congratulations, James. You are the winner of the Rock Pals 500. Oh, man, you almost made it, Coquito. I almost seen you there. Oh, goodness. All right, let's go ahead and bring this up. Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. What I'm doing now, for those of you that don't know, is I'm just recording this so that I don't forget. And this one is going to be the Rock Pals 500. Congratulations again, James. That is a good little solar generator. I'm sure that you'll get a lot out of it. And then the last one is going to be a nice one. It's this one, the EcoFlow. And I know you can't see it, but it's the EcoFlow. I believe it's a Delta, one of the Delta models, but it still works fine. Absolutely perfect. I think, don't quote me. I do believe so. I believe this is one that will accept an external battery. All right. So this is actually a very nice one. So good luck to whoever wins this one. This is the EcoFlow. And let's see who's going to win it. All right. The last chance for our Fairbanks residents, our Fairbanks community members to win one of these solar generators. All right. So good luck to all of you. And thank you very much for being here, by the way. And the winner is going to be, oh my goodness, Amanda finally won something. Oh, Amanda, that is so funny. You finally won something. Oh, that is good for you. Congratulations, Amanda. Man, I'm very happy for you. Oh my goodness. Amanda, you just won that EcoFlow. All right. So congratulations to you. That is so awesome. I'm very happy for you. Oh, 5. Amanda Perry, and you won the EcoFlow. Incredible. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, let me go ahead and remove this from here. All right, remove. All right, so congratulations to all of the winners. That is so awesome. And ladies and gentlemen, the funny thing is about Amanda winning is that she's always coming in like second place. whenever we get something away. So congratulations to all of you, by the way. And now, you know what? Let's just keep this rolling. Let's go ahead and give away. Do I have a? No, I don't have a picture of that here. Let me see. I think I do. Let me take a look at this real quick. Boom, boom. No, I don't think I do. No. Okay, that's okay. I don't have a picture of the coin, what it looks like. But let me see if I can maybe hold it up close enough. So on one side, this is a 1/10 ounce coin. Oh, yeah, you can see it. This is a 1/10 ounce coin of pure silver, right? 999. And on one side, it says Alaska Prepper, and it's got the state of Alaska, right? And what does it say there again? Oh, and it's got the year. Yeah, he put the year on this one, 2023. Okay? And on the opposite side, he's got where is this? Okay, here, I'm holding it right. And the opposite side, it says silver, 999 silver, 1/10 of an ounce, and it's got a little moose on it on the opposite side. All right, there you go. So we're going to go ahead and give 5 of these away. It doesn't matter where you live, ladies and gentlemen. Enter to win. I'll mail it to you. Again, if you live outside of the United States of America, the best that I can do is mail it to you with tracking, and I'll take a picture of the package as I leave it in the post office. That way you know that I mailed it, and that's the best that I can do. If it doesn't make it, there's not much I can do because it's happened before, but I give you my word that I will mail it to you, the address that you send me. Make sure that you double check your address. There's been a couple of times that I've mailed out a coin and the person that I mailed it out to sent me the wrong address. And one time the coin came back to me. It got delivered back to me because the address was bad. But the second time it got lost in the sauce. All right. And I ended up mailing it again, but please double check your address. All right. That way you can get it the first time that I mail it. All right. And let's see. Let's go ahead and redo this giveaway tool. Let's go ahead and redo this one. And there we go. And then we're just going to go ahead and put AG. Let's go ahead. AG 47 is what we'll put. Let's go ahead and do AG 47 for those of you that no, not silver. I got you all. AG 47. AG is silver, and 47, I believe, is the atomic weight of silver. Correct me if I'm wrong. But AG 47 is what we're going to use, and we're going to do 5 of these. Okay. So good luck, ladies and gentlemen. Hurry up and get your AG 47s in before Gray Man Prepping gets in the house. Look at this guy over here, Buzzard Roost. How you doing, brother? So good to see you, man. I haven't seen you in a little bit. Great to see you, man. Good luck to you, Buzzard. I still have your hammer over here, Buzzard. I know you can't see it behind me now, but I thought about moving it over, but man, I just really like it where it's at now. The very original place that I put it at, that's where it still is, right there. Okay. So let's see. Okay, AG 47, very good. We have 298 entries. Come on, let's go ahead and enter, ladies and gentlemen. I can ship this out anywhere. It doesn't matter where you live. I can mail it, or I can at least attempt to mail it, right, to where you live. So go ahead and enter for this. Okay, make sure that you use all capital letters, okay? Like that right there, the program will not pick that up because it doesn't have all capital letters. And also something like this right here, the program won't pick this up either because it doesn't have all capital letters, okay? So use all capital letters. I'll give it about another minute or so those of you that have to redo it can have time to redo it, because I know that we do have like a 45-second delay on the chats. All right, so just make sure that you use all caps, AG47, and we're just going to do 5, bang, 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 right after each other. All you need is just one entry. All you need is just one entry, AG47, and the program will pick you up. Right? If you do more than one entries, if you do AG47 like 20 times, it doesn't matter. It doesn't give you any better chances to win. Okay. How you doing, MAGA Maniac? How you doing? Not So Remote Alaska. How you doing? Good to see you. ABC Patriot is here. Rhonda Orchard, how are you doing? How you doing, Dakota? Janet 175, good to see you. Sabrina's Suburban Garden, good to see you as well. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to end up doing a video, a separate video, probably tomorrow afternoon or something like that, about the things that I wanted to talk about today. But I'll tell you what, I've had a great time. I hope that you've all had a good time as well. What I'll do is after these 5 coins are given away, maybe I'll keep it open for another 10 or 15 minutes just to answer any maybe last minute questions. We can chit chat back and forth. I still have a little bit of voice left. Busy girl, how you doing? Good to see you. MG, how are you? Scarlett, Kathleen Maddox, James Huffman, how are you? Mario, how you doing, Mario? I don't think I said hello to you today. Alicia Blaze. And if you are one of the winners of the solar generators, you can still enter for one of these coins. Actually, you know what? Don't enter. If you're one of the winners of the solar generators, don't enter. I'll bring you a coin along with your solar generator, right? So everybody that won a solar generator, I'll be bringing you a coin. Okay, it may have to be one of the original AP coins, by the way. All right, so I'll bring you a coin. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm going to have any coins left to sell for the food bag. Oh goodness. Yes, good luck, everyone. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Let's do our drawing. This is our first one. Man, this thing is glitching a little bit. Okay, that's our first one. Who's it going to be? D is our winner. D, send me your information, your name, your YouTube handle, and your address where you want me to ship the coin to at onewinnerwinnerchickendinner2@gmail.com. And congratulations to you, D. That's awesome. Let me go ahead and take down your information. D is the winner of the first coin. So let's go ahead and catalog this. Let me see. 6 D coin. All right, we got you. Okay, our second one. Let's do our second one. And that is going to be, who is that going to be? Who's it going to be, ladies and gentlemen? All right, drum roll. German Prepper. German Prepper, congratulations. I'm assuming you live in Germany. So make sure that you send me the address in the exact way that I have to put it on the label, like per line. So make sure that your address is on there. First line, what do I put? Second line, third line, maybe fourth line also. All right, so send it to me exactly how you want me to put it on that envelope. All right, that's if you're from Germany. If not, if you're from the US, I can probably figure it out. Congratulations to you, German Prepper. That's awesome. And if you are from Germany, I think it's pretty cool. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do number 7. And that's German Prepper. And that's for the coin. Awesome. Congratulations to you. All right, so our next one, this is our third coin. And that is going to be, drum roll, please. Truffle Turkey 7. All right, congratulations, Truffle Turkey 7. Make sure you send me your information again. onewinnerwinnerchickendinner2@gmail.com. Congratulations to you. Oh, you know what? I forgot to tell you all. In addition to sending you a coin, I'm going to send you one of those goofy stickers. Where is it? This one right here. The ones that Nutrient Survival have made up for me. I'm going to send you one of these stickers too. And probably one of my old school Alaska Prepper business cards. All right, so congratulations to you, Truffle Turkey. Let me go ahead and catalog you. We've got 2 more to give away. 2 more to give away, ladies and gentlemen. So let's see. We got to take care of Truffle Turkey first. And this one is going to be number 8. Truffle Turkey 7. And we're going with the coin. All right, we've got 2 more. Let's do the next 2. And we are drawing 410 entries so far. And let's see who's going to be the winner of this one. This is the second to last coin that we'll be giving away today. Look at this. Army vet Trump girl. That is awesome. Congratulations to you. Very nice. Congratulations, Army vet. Battle. Okay, this is number 9. Army vet Trump girl. GRL. Coin. Uh-oh. Coin. All right, there we go. Congratulations there, Trump girl. Awesome. Okay, last one. This is for the last silver coin that we're going to be giving away this time around. All right. Thank you very much for entering, ladies and gentlemen. Good luck to the last person that's going to win. Amazing Grandma comes off with the win at the very last second. Amazing Grandma, congratulations to you. It's so nice. I'm very happy that you won. Good for you. All right, Amazing Grandma. That is awesome. Let's go ahead and put our 10 on there. Amazing Grandma coin. All right. Well, I got a little bit of work to do tomorrow, mailing those off. So let's go ahead and remove this right now. Let's go ahead and remove this. I'm going to remove the onewinnerwinnerchickendinner2@gmail.com email address. This is where you need to send me your information. And if you don't have it yet, then you can rewind. But let me go ahead and remove that real quick. That way it'll be out of there. Woo! I need to take a quick drink, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, congratulations to everyone. That is so awesome. I'm actually excited for those of you that won that are from here in Fairbanks, because now I get to meet some faces that I haven't met before. All right, that's part of our community here, and then I'll be able to put a face to the actual YouTube handle over here and say hello to you all. All right, I always love to meet our community members. Mod 2 is in the house. Mod 2, have you been here all this time? Well, it's good to see you, Ma. Very good to see you. Let's see. U.S. Freedom says this was rigged. Oh, goodness. Busy Girl says congratulations to the winners. If there's anyone still here that had a question that I answer it, I'll stay on for a couple more minutes, but I'm just going to go and go on down. And let's see. Karen Vasseur asks, where can I buy some silver? You can buy silver pretty much from anywhere. I recommend. I'm not a financial advisor, but what I would do is, if I were you, is I would find a local coin shop where you can go and make friends that you can trust each other. Just like I did with Jerry and Dick from Alaska Rare Coins. I trust those guys. We are friends. I would never even question their integrity because I already know what it is. So find yourself a local coin shop where you can go buy your silver, get it right away. And if not, you can always go online and find yourself a reputable online source where you can buy some silver, either small amounts or large amounts. I do have a link for all of those in the description of my videos, but you don't have to use mine. But what I recommend is that you use mine and you also compare the ones that I have against 3 or 4 or 5 others. No matter who gives you a link to anything, ladies and gentlemen, whether it's me, whether it's any YouTuber that you may trust, I have 3 links for precious metals. One of them is SD Bullion, which is an online dealer that you can get anywhere from 1 ounce if you want to get to 1,000 ounces, right? Another one is one that specializes with IRA rollovers into precious metals, and they also sell physical. In my opinion, if you don't hold it, you don't own it. But some people want that as an option. So that's why I partner with Genesis Gold Group. Another one is ITM Trading, which I love ITM Trading. I love the people behind them. Very good people over there working with Ms. Lynette Zhang, with Eric, with Justin, with Jacqueline. They have a great team of people working over there. And they work with precious metals as well, where it's just physical, where they actually send you the precious metals. And they're very reputable and they're people that I trust. So, but only because I trust them doesn't mean that you have to trust them. You have to verify for yourself that you are comfortable to do business with them. So only because I offer them, don't just blindly use them. Compare them to 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 other businesses precious metals businesses that you may have heard from in other YouTube channels or through your own research. That way you can make the very best and most educated decision that you can get. You know why? Because it's your money. You worked for it. You don't want it to go to waste. You want to make sure that it's going to go to exactly where you want it to go to. Okay? And that's all I have to say about that. Yes, congratulations again to all the winners. Yep, Poppy is in the background. Did you hear him? And yep, he is saying congratulations to all the winners. Yarn Prepper, where do you think you're going, Yarn Prepper? Oh my goodness. All right, you're getting your granddaughter. That is awesome. Good for you. Well, have a good time, Yarn Prepper. That's awesome. Let's see. All right, I'm bringing it down some, all right? I believe so. John Ud Patel. All right, John, I'm just going to call you John Patel. All right. I've never handled the energy, but from everything that I've seen about it, I think it's a very good solar generator, just from all the specs. I tried to purchase one to bring it up here, and they would have shipped it to me up here, but it would have voided the warranty, because for them, it costs so much to get it up here that if I ever had to ship it back to them under warranty, they just would not absorb the cost. So I never purchased one because it was a pretty hefty purchase. And I didn't want to take the risk that if something did go wrong with it, that I would have to come out of pocket in order to send it back to them and them send it back to me. But everything that I've heard about the energy has been good things. Oops, that is not going to happen. Hey, thank you very much, Sherry, for being here. It was a lot of fun as well, as it always is. Wow, this is a great question because I just purchased one of this. Where is it? Oh, where did I put it? I got it somewhere in this bunker. I actually just purchased one of those tools. They are very pricey, all right? Farmed and dangerous. They are very pricey. Maybe I'll do a short video one of these days. Just a second. Let me see if I can find it, all right? Oh, here it is. No, that's not it. Where is that darn thing? Oh, it's right here. It's right under my desk. I have it right here. Check this out. So I just purchased one of these, and they are very, very pricey, okay? So the reason that I purchased it is not because I have $100,000 worth of gold. You know, I have a good amount of silver. But the reason I purchased it is because I believe that this will be a great tool for you to have a business one day if and when we ever go to some kind of a barter system with gold or silver, or if we go to a gold-backed currency where people can actually trade gold and silver and own it, you know, own it for trade. So this is the same tool that they have at Alaska Rare Coins. And there you go. It's called a Sigma Metallics verifier, and this is expensive. This is about $1,000, but this will tell you if the coin that you have is real or not. It'll tell you if what you're putting on here to test falls within the metrics, all right, falls within the guidelines of what it's saying that it is. So if I put a silver eagle in here, it's going to tell me, yep, that's a silver eagle. It's an American silver eagle, 999. If I put a gold eagle in here, which is not pure gold, it's going to tell me, yep, this is a gold eagle. And it'll tell you with certainty, right? So yeah, you can get one of these. If you want to get one, just look it up. Look up Sigma Metallics. Look up the name Sigma Metallics. They usually have a waiting list. I had to wait about a month to 2 months or something like that before I was able to get this. I've been wanting to get one for a really long time, and I was able to get one. It took me about a couple of months to get it. But you might get lucky, all right? You might get lucky and them have some. But yeah, the reason I got this mainly is because I want to use this as a business one day if I ever have to. If I ever have to have a side hustle because things are that bad, then guess what? There's going to be people out there that have gold and silver that want to make sure that whoever they're getting it from, you know, it's real. So like if somebody's giving up a cow for an ounce of gold, they want to know that that gold is real. Guess what? For a couple of silver coins or a couple ounces of silver, I can verify for you that that gold is real, right? So that's why I got it. V&E Queen, how are you doing? I already have a greenhouse built. I didn't put anything this year because of my diabetes, right? And I will be using it next year, though, a lot to grow some of the things that I can eat and mainly to feed the chickens. Okay. So I will be putting it to use. But I did build a greenhouse last year and it did very well throughout the winter, as a matter of fact. I have a good night, doggone it. Have a great night. Let's see. Kathleen asks, "Hi, Rudy. Do you have a freeze dryer?" No, I do not have a freeze dryer. If so, how long does corn take? So I used to have a freeze dryer, but I paid it forward. All right. I paid it forward. I have all of the meat and I have all of that stuff freeze dried that I can possibly store. Right. I am very lucky that I can say that I am in my fill in the gaps part of prepping. Right. I have all of the food that I want to have put away. There's no more food that I want to get for prepping anymore that I don't already have. And everything that I have in my pantry that we normally eat, then we rotate through that and we fill in the gaps when we need to in my pantry or anything else. All right. So I went ahead and I paid that freeze dryer forward to a good friend, and hopefully they can get a lot of use out of it because there's nothing wrong with it when I gave it to them. Now, how long does corn take to freeze dry? I never did any corn on there, but I would imagine that it wouldn't take more than 24 to 36 hours, right? Corn has a lot of water in it, and the more water that something has, the longer it takes. Also, the hotter that it is in the room that you're using to freeze dry, the longer that it takes for a cycle to complete also. But I would say probably about 12 to 36 hours for corn to get freeze dried. Oh, Heroes Unknown. Heroes Unknown. You have an appliance. Man, I'm going to have to write this down, Heroes Unknown. Because that way, if I ever have any problems with my appliance, I know who to go look for. But you run Appliance Doctors. Let me go. I'm going to go ahead and print screen your name. No, actually, let me take a picture of it. I want to take a picture of your name, Heroes Unknown. That way, I have you if I ever need one, because you never know when you need a good appliance doctor. And also, in my opinion, appliance people that fix appliances, they're going to be one of the new superstars when the economy collapses. All right, when everybody's poor and all of the money that they had in the bank goes away because it's no longer worth anything, appliance people that fix appliances, handymen, people that are handymen, they're going to be the new superstars, farmers, et cetera, right? So awesome, man. Thank you for that. Oh, Dingus Chubb says Marfugo Live is live right now. Okay. Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, I've got a very dry throat and I'm actually starting to get a slight headache. So I'm going to go ahead and I see that a lot of you have filter out. How do I keep my teeth so ultra bright? I keep that light really bright on me and makes them look white. Yeah. Okay. Hey, thank you very much, Anne, for staying up that late. That is awesome. All right. Blessings to you. I'm going to go ahead and sign off, ladies and gentlemen. If I know there's only about 300 of you or so left, but if there's any one of you here that are brand new to the live stream or have subscribed within the last couple of weeks, say I am new in all caps, and we will shout you out during our outro so that the community can welcome you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and do a very quick Friday safety brief. We do this every Friday live stream that we have, and it goes like this. Don't drink and drive. Don't do something stupid that's going to cost you your life, or even worse, the life of someone else, because it's not just your family that you're destroying. You'll be destroying families, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're going to drink, that's okay. Go ahead and have a great time. Have a drink. Just don't drive. Get an Uber, get a cab, bring a designated driver. Just make it back home safe without putting yourself or anyone else at risk. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for all of your support. Thank you very much for watching the videos that I put up during the week. I truly do appreciate every one of you. All of you that won, please email me as soon as you can so that I can get a hold of you and get you your prize to you as soon as possible. I do not want to hold on to this stuff. I want to get it to you as soon as possible. So having said that, God bless every one of you. God bless America. Remember, put I am new if you are new. All right, so that we can shout you out during our outro. God bless every one of you, ladies and gentlemen. God bless America. I'm Alaska Prepper. I am out. And here's our outro. Where is it? Where are you, outro? Here we go. Bye-bye.